When we're looking on the text editors lesson, we're given two challenges. The first challenge asks us which Python environment is suggested for you to use in this Intro to Python course. If you read through the lesson, it's certainly not going to be pencil and paper. We can't execute our code that way. Microsoft Word is a not inappropriate text editor, right? That is a word processor. Vim actually is a text editor. That's an in-terminal text editor that you'll be introduced to eventually, but certainly not anything that you need or want to know at this point. But what we're suggesting for the lowest overhead is to use a REPL or REPL.it. Right, this gives us the opportunity to sort of run our code pretty easily, right? And I'll jump into a REPL just so we can see. Looks like I haven't logged in for a little bit. Let me log back in. Right, and now if I have some Python REPL, right, you'll want to first make an account. Second, you'll want to go to home and create a new Python REPL. And then you'll be brought into this where you can execute code. And here you can see, right, I can go ahead and print hello world. Right, I can execute that and actually get output. I can also just type in here in this direct Python interpreter, right, where I can execute code over here. But this is the easiest way to get started. So if you don't want to work on your environment setup yet, this is what we recommend. If you do want to work on your environment setup, it's something you're going to have to do eventually. You can come down to your data science basic prep homepage, and you can scroll past the first three modules, or the first four modules: the introduction, intro to Python, intermediate Python, and intro to stats, and work on setting up your environment. And this will talk about how you could do this with a Mac, how you could do it with a Linux, or how you can do it with a Windows 10. So that is, let's get back to this challenge that we are at, talking about text editors. What we're going to want to use, right, is the Replit. We looked at how that works. I checked my answer. That is correct. The second question asks, do you have any prior experience with Python? And if so, do you already have a Python environment set up on your machine? If so, describe your workflow. And if not, go ahead and head over to Replit, as I showed you how to do. So that's the two challenges on text editors. We'll see you in the next lesson.